So we have a house full of Berkshire blankets. They're some of my favorites. Part of it is because I bought one and then all the kids started fighting over it. By all the kids, it's my 2 kids and my husband. We're all then wanting to snuggle with that one blanket, and maybe somebody would sneak it into their room. You know, I was like, come on. So a couple years ago, I treated myself to this really beautiful suede, overstuffed, filled throw so that when I sat in bed, I could, snuggle up with this while I was reading at night or doing a morning devotion, and it would always disappear off my bed, and my son would take it, and then my daughter would want to turn. These are some of my favorites because not only do you get that beautiful suede mink, but the filled throw is so comfortable. It immediately feels like you're being just cocooned and cozy. So normally these blankets are a little bit more expensive from Berkshire. They're $45 because it is that suede mink and they're that fill with the quilting. Now today we've got them for $34.99, customer top rated. You've got a special clearance price, but we only have a few colors to go around. It is an oversized, so it is that 60 by 80. So I have a full size bed here and I'm getting a really nice coverage on top of the bed if you did want to use it on top of your bed. Gray is right here. And then if you come on down, if you want the gray, there's fewer than 400 to go around. We also have the sage right here, a really pretty accent color, but we only have 80 in the sage. And then this lush navy. Oh gosh, this would look great in my living room. There's only about 160 to go around and under $35. Annalisa Delcane is joining us, bringing us Berkshire, a brand out of the Northeast that they know cold weather. And this is one of my favorite throws, Annalisa. It's so good to see you and good to see this at a clearance price.
Oh, this is amazing because, I don't really know of too many throws, if any, out there that have this fill and have these beautiful baffle boxes keeping that fill in it. It's like, typically this is something that you would have on your bed as shown there and that you'd keep yours on the bed. Mm-hmm. But to have this in your family room, you're just going to be enveloped in such warmth. And oh my gosh, has it not been freezing here? I think everything, all the cold air from the north is coming down. And I was at the Eagles game yesterday. It took me hours to thaw out, but I came home, put this on, and I didn't move.
Yeah, it is such a cozy hand. I think it's that combination too of that suede like mink with the plush that just makes it feel so cozy when it's wrapped around your body.
Yes, both sides are equally soft. You have that suede mink on the one side, which is like a little bit of a shorter fabrication. And then on the other side, we have that velvet soft that we are known and loved here at QVC. But the beauty in this is not only the warmth, but have your pizza with it. Drink your red wine. If you should spill anything, or if your pet should have a little bit of an accident, machine wash cold, tumble dry cold, no fabric softener. And the saturation of color will stay the same from the day that you put it in your washer dryer, until when it comes out. It's going to stay that nice, deep, rich color.
I've had my version of this for a couple years now, and it's been washed, and it still feels lovely, which isn't always the case with throws, but that's really the difference when you buy Berkshire, is that the quality. It's a brand that's been here at QVC for years, decades, and it's one you keep coming back to for throws in your own home and for also throws that you're gifting. Now, the gray is what's on the bed, but you're also loving the sage. That's been a big designer color we've seen as an interior color. I love, Annalisa, that sage green, it doesn't scream green. If you have other hues in your home, it'll almost be a chameleon-like green.
Definitely. That color, that sage color, obviously is an earth tone, but it's incredibly soft. And each one of these has this really pretty soft sheen to it. So when the light hits it, it looks like a very elevated fabrication. Yeah. And that's going to really go well with the Pantone color of the year is called Mocha Mousse. Oh, it's going to be gorgeous with that. It's going to be a nice accent color. And that blue is very, very regal looking. That's stunning.
Yeah, the navy looks so opulent. I think whether it's in a bedroom or a reading room, on the sofa, this is a great way to add that really luxe color, especially because a lot of us excuse me, most of us have sofas or couches that are very neutral, whether it's a cream or a beige or a gray. This is that great way to give a very strong color, but it's never going to be overpowering.
Exactly. And Allie, I've always said this, a sofa is just a sofa, but the moment that you put a throw on it, it looks like a designer came in and sprinkled her magic.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously, there's functionality to it too. I always say I'm cold in August, so I am always taking my throw and wrapping myself around the throw. So, not only does it make your room look decorator done, but there's a functionality to it as well.
Well, and if you have to go outside today and plow the sidewalks or shovel off the sidewalks and shovel off the driveway and scrape off the car, and then when you get inside, you're so cold, make yourself a cup of Lono Life broth, grab a throw like this to snuggle with. It almost, because of its size and the fabric, it's not a weighted blanket, Annalisa, but there is some heart and soul to it, which I like.
Definitely.
I like that. Yes. I feel it. You're never going to overheat, but it's something that, like, when it lays on you, it immediately feels comforting, almost like a cozy cloud that's cocooning you in.
Yes, I think this is the Goldilocks weight. It's not too heavy. It's not thin and flimsy. And 60 by 80, that's huge. That will fit a queen size bed, the perimeter of a queen size bed. There's very, very few throw blankets out in the market that are 60 by 80. They're typically 60 by 50. So between having that fill in there and having the baffle box, it's keeping it in place. I highly recommend getting this because, even if the color there is like not your perfect color that you want, when you get this home, you're going to make it work because of how soft it is, and the reviews are amazing on this.
This is also a great gift. The sage and the navy are really popular. Grab it now. I think a friend just texted me the other day, and she hasn't been feeling well, and I thought, oh, I'll bring her some chicken noodle soup, and then I thought, she can't eat the noodles. She doesn't have gluten. What do I bring her, Bring somebody a blanket. With a lot of times people having different dietary needs, but whether they're, going through something or they're not feeling well and you want to bring them something, grab one now and just keep it at home. And then you have it when you need it. Give yourself one too. It's my favorite blanket for $34.98. Navy and sage running out of here. And then we also have it in the gray as well. Annalisa, thank you so much.
Allie, thank you for having me. Stay warm.
Okay, coming up in our